Sure, why not?
Are you with me, my best friend, babe?
Calm down.
That coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers.
Just gonna be next week.
Let's bring up the stars.
And with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Smart. Grant is out there with Paul George. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Reddish's shot is good.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Outside, Smart. In the corner, Daniels. Gobert the screen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. With the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
I honestly don't know what that is. I think he got it.
In a close game, just put your head down and make something happen. In spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
The offensive rebound. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Smart. The pass to George. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now, here is Young. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Daniels. Back to George. Passes to Smart. Stolen by Bamba. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Thompson throws it down.
And the agility from Thompson making an impact. He really just takes off for the dunk.
Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
No one covering.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Atlanta leading by 6. Young inside, covered by Wall. Bull the pass to Bamba. Hawks passing it around. Young dishes to Bamba. The layup off target. For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to the Wizards. No one near Wall as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Young. Now the pass to Bamba. Stolen by Yurtseven. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull.
Anytime you're facing John Wall, he keeps constant pressure on the defense. He's going to drive, attack, and get himself to the line.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Goes back up. And Bamba with the lay-in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
To the middle. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Grant outside. A 3-ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Grant with the ball. Outside, Wall. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we get underway once again. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Thompson is out there with Young. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Bull. And it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. That's the group start the second quarter for the Hawks. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Smart. George looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. And the Hawks lead has got down to 8 on the bucket from Smart.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Thompson with the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Smart against Young. Smart passes to George. The feed to Gobert. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reich. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. That hadn't been done in 49 years.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got the lead up at 12 now for the Hawks.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's George missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Thompson with the bucket.
Great ball movement there.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 15. Pass to George. Inside, here's Gobert. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Atlanta leading by 13. Young dishes to Bamba. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bamba's got 8 points.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Smart passes to George. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Young kicks to Thompson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Smart passes to George. From past the arc. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young taking his time here. The dish to Thompson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
And the 76ers call time here. Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
And here's Ball outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
The three-pointers right on target. Thompson's got 26 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Young kicks to Thompson. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Ball with it. Bamba picks him up. Wall dishes to George. Over Reddish. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now, here's George. Guarded by Reddish. Steps back. Unloads from 13. Good saving. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Yurtseven's got his second bucket. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
Thanks. You know, for Philadelphia, it's been a tough week for them, getting only one win.
And now time to take a closer look at Klay Thompson. Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Jeremy Grant is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Paul George. And it's Daniels in at the 2 guard.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Smart with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Gobert the screen. Here's George. Gobert, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Young against Smart. Young pass to Bamba. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Yeah.
Here is Daniels. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
I took a tweezer and plucked Miles earlier.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. That free throw good from Daniels. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for George. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Hawks leading by 22. Here's Young, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here is Daniels, guarded by Reddish. Now Smart, 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to Bogdanovich. And they get it back. Gobert trying to get open. 76ers with the new shot clock. Grant sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Goes up again. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time. Finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in team.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here is Daniels. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. And Gobert kicks to Grant. Pass to Daniels. Screen by Grant. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Thompson. Daniels passes to Grant. Off target from three-point range.
And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And at his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
And here's Smart after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Here's Gobert. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Gobert's got 9.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 39. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Coming up to the floor for the 76ers, Umair Gazic.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Wall draws the double. Philadelphia moving the ball around.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
And here's Young. He has 7. Down low. Stolen by Yurtseven.
Oh, you watch.
Remember when Calipari had that whole...
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer.
Oh, man.
But what about his passing?
Thailand again.
Significantly
By
better
itself.
moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
No fucking Thailand. That's what we was talking about at Buffalo Wild Wings. His cousin and them just came back from Panama. Why you ain't go to Panama with a group of niggas instead of going to Thailand by yourself?
Master Concho.
That shit dangerous as hell. That's a whole damn near, even though they say it's dope over there, but damn near whole third world country.
6 on the shot clock to the paint.
And you don't know, can't understand nothing they saying.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates.
You out there stuck,
them to the rim
eating a fucking dog all fucking week, thinking you having chicken.
Young
You can't say fucking chicken.
Young's shot is good. Young's got 9.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Now here's Wall. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The pass to Thompson. Lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got 47 points. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. And that one misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wall passes to George. There's a screen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Young dishes to Thompson. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. No good that time. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Hawks, going on an absolute rampage. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Cameron Reddish. Mohamed Bamba is out there at Bull. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. Walker the pass to Collins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Collins has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Philadelphia. Young outside. Bamba setting the pick for Young. He feeds it to Bamba. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Here's Crenshaw. It's deflected. Young outside. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the left side wing. Here's Korkmaz. A three-pointer, no good.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Walker against Young. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
And the 76ers making a change here. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Collins. Grant comes in for Jack. Daniels is checked in for Korkmaz. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. High post Young. Gobert on him. And Young kicks to Thompson. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Grant the pass to Crenshaw. Now Smart. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And Young kicks to Thompson. Back to Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum. One or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
Grant gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Back to Young. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Every game you expect Young to have some scoring bursts, but tonight he has been on auto drive.
Pass to Grant. Daniels with it. Here's Gobert. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Cuts off the pass. Bamba with the block. Here's Young. Pass to Bamba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Mark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
Young against George. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Smart. They get the rebound. Gobert. Bamba with the block.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact. They'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Klay Thompson.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And George drops them both. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game 3. Young pass to Thompson. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Passes it to Daniels. And the pass to Yurtseven. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
My goodness, the tomahawk one-hand slam.
Shows you how much strength he has.
And we're not talking about soft D. There was a lot of resistance there.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 22. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks very much, Klay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, a couple heat checks, but they went in tonight, fortunately, when you got the hot hands.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Let's go.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Are we going to the
Clark
movies?
Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our
Double